from Big Brother Canada 6. Oh, I'm kind of sad. It's our last Big Brother Canada 6, well, house guest show for right now. We are actually having Liza on Sunday, where she is going to do her Liza's Dish, wrap up the season with me, final thoughts. Apparently she has tea to spill. Uh-oh, hope it's not about Will. And so it's more. But you guys can see all of our stuff back over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. But since you guys are here right now on YouNow, make sure you become a fan by becoming a fan. It's totally free. You get alerted every time we go live. It's a great way for you guys to stay on top of everything we're going to be doing for Big Brother Canada, Big Brother 20. I might have taken a pain pill before this show. Big Brother 20 coming up in just 3 weeks. Of course, you can become a patron to help support our shows, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, the after shows with the house guests, like the one we're doing with Will after this show, or you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Now, I should also tell you, speaking of Big Brother 20, it's almost coming up time that we're going to need 24/7 live feed updaters. I'm sure we're having a new trash draft, so make sure you guys become a fan. But look, I need to bring on the man that you all want to hear from. It's Will. Hi, Will.
What is it?
I know it's a lot, Will. I know you were very patient over there, Will. That was a lot of an intro.
Oh, that was dandy. First of all, Lars, if you're watching, she got no tea to spill on me.
Does she not? All right.
She do not.
Were you at the alumni party thingy?
Yeah. I was there.
Well, we'll have to see about that in the after show. Will, so many of your fans are here right now. They want to ask you their questions. They're so excited to hear from you. I want to let everybody know the number one fan on this show is winning a Skype call with Will. So yay for number one fan on that. Make sure you guys spread the word. Let everyone know that we're live. Square, megaphone, up arrow, and let everybody know that we are live right now. Well, Will, we are going to jump into your questions, and I want to get this one out of the way first. I'm sure you are sick to death of talking about it, and I'm sure
you're going to talk about the veto.
Yes, Will, we are. We're going to talk about the veto. I just want to get it out of the way.
Let's talk about it and get it out of the way.
All right.
And now, you sure everyone's on watching? Because I'm going to explain it once only.
Okay. Oh, all right. This is it. This is Will's only explanation.
This is it.
I'm going to take the question from Tara from Long Island, who says, in hindsight, Will, do you regret dropping in the veto comp? Was there more to you dropping than just Derek's deal?
I dropped because if I hadn't have, I wouldn't have get the final four. I possibly would have gone at Maddie's spot in 5th position. So I done what I had to do. And that part of the game, you got to do what you got to do.
So you don't believe that if you wouldn't have dropped, you still would have been taken by, you don't believe that you would have been taken. You think they would have voted you out?
If I had to stay in and go against the world and drop, I think there was potential. I definitely could have gone up on the block. 100%.
Well, I don't know if this is going to make you feel good or bad, Will, but we've talked to the rest of the jury and they all said that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but listen, you can say one thing and you can do another. When you're there on the spot, that's it. They made a deal with me. Derek was getting nervous because I was the most comfortable in that competition. I looked. The next one I had to get was the one that was standing out with my leg. I probably wouldn't have gotten it. And if I had to stay in and lose, Derek and Kayla wouldn't have trusted me. Probably would have put me up on the block and sent me home.
Okay, who would you have taken? Who would you have taken, Will, if you could have gone to the end with anybody? Who would you have wanted to go with?
If I could go to the end with anyone, Final 5?
Well, fine. Who would you, well, sure. Let's say Final 5. Who would you want to go with? And let's say who would you want to sit next to in the end? If you could make it to Final 2, who would you want to see sitting next to you?
If I could make it to Final 2, I would probably have a better chance of winning the $100,000 against Maddie. But I probably would have taken. No, I probably wouldn't have. I'd like to take Paris, but I'd probably be better off against Maddie.
So you think you would have taken?
Or Derek or Kayla, actually. What am I thinking? I definitely would have won over. Definitely Kayla, maybe Derek.
Okay. What do you say? So, Will, I think the people that are critical of your game feel like maybe you were not loyal to a fault to your crew. Meaning Maddie and Paris. So let's start there. Do you consider Maddie and Paris people that you were loyal to the whole game?
100% I was loyal to both Maddie and Paris. There was a point in the game where Maddie kind of drifted away from me and Paris a little bit. Me and Paris went their own way. But we were definitely loyal to each other the whole game and stayed connected throughout the whole game.
Okay. I think I liked Ryan said that your true alliance was to Parker. And I thought that was a beautiful statement. I think that is what we should all play, is we should be playing for family. Do you think that that was true? That like you were always thinking of that and like playing for how do I get to the end of this game for my family?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, you're going in there. You're going in with the tension not to get on TV or whatever, but you want to go in to win $100,000, and you're there for your family. You want to win for them, and at the end of the day, that's it. Right?
Okay. Yes, it is it. Well, Nicole, that is it. Well, Nicole wants to know, do you think that your accent lessened while you were away from home?
Nicole, it did 100%, because when I first went to the house, no one could understand a thing I was saying at all. But when you're around them people, none of them from the East Coast, you kind of got to adjust to the way they're speaking and slow it down. I didn't lose my accent by no means, but
okay,
definitely slow it down.
I see Whitney Watson. I'm going to change your answer. I'm going to change your question a touch. Whitney wants to know, have you seen any of the videos of Paris being angry with you on the live feeds? And what do you think of them?
I saw a couple, and I honestly died laughing. That was the funniest thing ever.
What, you thought it was funny?
Yes, man.
Okay, good.
It was a game, man. They're being harsh. I used to be at hers. She used to get under my skin. I used to get under hers. Odd time, right?
Yeah, no.
Anyone who's watching the show would know that, like you would with anyone in the house. But, yeah, more power to her, man. Vent.
I liked it. I thought they were funny. I did think they were funny, and I do love that you thought they were funny, so good. I like that. Lindsay wants to know, how excited were you to meet Marsha the Moose and to be able to do the Marsha challenge?
Meeting Marsha, I thought I was going to find a secret power of Vito, but meeting her was wicked. Dandy, I was the only person who got to meet her all season, so it was pretty cool. And, yeah, it was a pleasure, Marsh.
What was it like when you were doing the Screecher competition? Like, did you believe it? Like, when you were in it, did you really believe, oh my God, if I don't complete this task, we're screwed for the rest of the season?
I was definitely thinking it, because at that point in the game, there was only not even 2 weeks left. So the possibility, Big Brother, they can do anything, right?
Right. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, and fucking... They had me for a spin.
They did, Will. It was very great. We loved it. Did you know, Lana K wants to know, did you know about Marsha the Moose before you met her? Like, did you know, like, who Marsha the Moose was before you met her?
Yeah, I definitely know who she was. I watched a bit of the show before, so, yeah.
You weren't like a huge Big Brother fan before you went in, but now I'm sure coming out you are a huge fan. Are you excited? I saw a lot of people were asking, will you be watching our Big Brother this summer? Big Brother 20, the US one?
Oh, that's where you're from, is the US, is it?
Yes. What? Where did you think I was from?
I thought you were from Canada somewhere.
No, I don't like poutine.
Poutine. Poutine is poutine, not Putin.
Poutine. Poutine?
Poutine.
Poutine. All right, I got it. Well, you taught me.
But I definitely will watch the show. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
You will. Okay, good. Let me go over to a question. Okay, during the Screeching Challenge, how frustrated were you that everyone was not willing to participate?
I was so pissed off. I was cracked.
How did you feel when you found out that they had the secondary challenge not to participate? Did you believe it, or did you think they were just screwing with you?
No, I thought they were honestly being serious. It was similar with like Johnny being a vegetarian, he didn't want to kiss it. Ali being such a girl, they go, it's yeah, Ali. But No, just that a lot of them didn't want to do it. I thought they were just didn't want to do it.
Forward Flow, you actually got this question a lot too. Forward Flow wants to know, how is Parker liking his new puppy, and what is the puppy's name?
The puppy's name is Charlito. Charlie, I call him Charlito. But he loves him. He's only the size, a little bit bigger in your hand now. He's a handful. He shit on my floor the other day and pissed on a couch cushion. But he's a little handy. That's
a dog for you, Will. My dog's name is Charlie too.
That's why.
It is a good dog name. It's a good dog name. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I said it is so Charlito.
Charlito. Wait, so is it really Charlito and not Charlie?
No, it's Charlie.
Okay, good. I like it. Okay, so Tara says, no shade because I thought it was adorable. Have you seen the clip from the show of your son saying that everyone was a comp beast except Daddy?
We got our cell phones back when we were in Toronto. When I got back on social media anyway, it's one of the first clips I saw, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Did you watch any of the show back yet? Like, have you watched any of it? Do you want to?
No, I watched 2 seasons, episode 7 or 8, I think.
Okay.
And that was like a week and a half ago, and I stopped, so I'm going to give it another little bit.
If you feel like it's too emotional, my advice for people that feel like, oh, it's too emotional to watch the season, you should watch it backwards. So in other words, you start with ultimately what is probably the most upsetting part for you, your eviction, but then you go all the way back to the beginning of the season when you first come in the house, which is probably like one of the best points of the season for you. So I always tell people to watch it backwards sometimes if they think like it's too emotional to watch right away. Or not. Or
that is a good point, but it's not because I'm emotional, it's just getting the time to watch it and not wanting to watch it yet, but I'm completely fine with getting voted out and stuff like that. There can only be one winner at the end of the day. I had time of my life when I was in there, so, right?
Would you play again, Will?
100%.
You would?
Yes, sir.
What would you do different?
I can't keep giving away my game moves. There could be, right? Okay. But I tell you, I'd play it different.
You know what I think you should do, Will? I think you should figure out like a way, and I don't know if it like, I don't know how you would do it, but you have to like go in with a different accent and then deny that you're Will. Like you have to go in with like a New York accent and just be like, I'm not Will. What are you talking about? Like you just be like, that's not me.
What are you talking about? Bye.
Yeah. There you
go.
By the way, I was going to say maybe you could have your twin brother go in, which a lot of people wanted to know, a lot of the ladies wanted to know, is your brother single?
Eddie is single and ready to mingle.
Interesting. There you go, ladies. He is single and ready to mingle. We think we saw him for a second on one of the last episodes. Okay, Nicole wants to know, would you consider your relationship with Veronica in the house a showmance or a friendmance?
A willmance, maybe. I definitely consider it a friendmance more than a showmance for sure. We were just really tight.
Was she, I mean, you two seem to bond like really quickly. Was she the hardest person for you to see evicted?
Besides myself, probably.
Oh, okay, interesting. Have you talked to her since the season's been over?
Yes, I've been talking to her all.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How do
you... yesterday.
You wait, what?
I was talking to her yesterday.
Wait, Will, can we see your glass for a second?
The glass.
Oh, okay, it's a normal glass. I thought for a second it was curved. I have these curved glasses that everybody makes fun of me about. And I was going to say, if Will has the curved glasses too, no one's allowed to make fun of me for them anymore.
Will got the regular glass.
No, Will, you have a regular glass. People tell me that my glasses look like a urinal cake or something. I don't know. It's stupid. How and why do you think that you, Paris, and Maddie formed such a good bond throughout this game? What was it about Maddie and Paris that drew all you guys together?
Honestly, Eric, man, at the end of the day, when just you get in that Big Brother house, it depends where you lay your head down that first night, because that's where you're going to be sleeping to for the whole season. And whoever's on Saudi are people that you're more likely going to have the best relationships with. You got Ali and Liv, Derek and Kayla, Jesse, when he was there with Derek and Kayla, he was sleeping on side of them. Johnny and Erica, me, Paris, Maddie, right?
So it's bedrooms. So you think like bedrooms had a lot to do with kind of what formed your alliances?
Not really, but at the first of the game, like the first week or two, definitely.
Okay, so Red Room, did you ever wish you were in the other room? Did you ever wish you would have gotten...
there were times I wish. I was supposed to be in the Red Room, but Jesse stole my bed. I was supposed to sleep with Rosie.
Oh, really?
But I'm glad it happened the way it did, because sleeping in the White Room, relationships I had got me to Final Four, so fuck it.
All right. Will, I have a very serious question from you over on Twitter. It's very serious. It's from Spurs Fan 21. He wants to know, Will, who was the cutest girl in the house?
Pass.
Pass? You can't pass.
Listen, and I can have 8 girls having me messages in my DM pissed off at me, though. They're all...
Are you playing all 8 girls of the season?
No, I'm not saying that. No, they're all, every single one of them was honestly, they're all beauts.
I'm going to pick for you. I would like to see you and Veronica together.
Shout out V.
I think we all loved the Will and Veronica relationship. It was very funny to watch. It's like the brother and sister. Okay, that sounded wrong. It was like...
So V's like, it's like the brother and sister.
It was like the 2 kids on the playground that have to like hit each other to get each other's attention, is what I meant to say. But I liked it. You two were very funny. I love when you two would like do impersonations of each other. That was great on the feeds. Would you, oh no, let me go over to here. Were you one of the people who thought or believed Hamza when he said that he had a hidden veto?
No, because I don't even think Hamza said that in the show. If he did, I never heard it and he never said to me. If he said
he said it on the feeds. He was telling people on the feeds that he had like the hidden veto. But like Ryan didn't know. A lot of people had no clue postseason, and he tricked them. So we were wondering if you were one of the people that he tricked.
No, I had no idea.
Okay, Jessam wants to know, we heard you talk about and saw clips of your twin brother Edward on the show. Can you tell us a little bit more about him? And you've already answered, is he single and ready to mingle? So Jessam wants to know a little bit more about him. What does he do, Will? What does he do? What does he do for a living?
He just graduated school a couple of months ago. He's after the school a couple of times, but he just finished doing iron worker there last week, I think.
Does that pay good, Will? Is he making good money? Is that going to be...
Oh, that's the big money, a trade worker. You know what it is.
Okay, so he's going to make a lot of money, everybody.
He's going to make a bit of money.
Does he look like you, Will? Oh, I guess twin means he looks like you, doesn't it?
No, he's fraternal with chalk and cheese.
Oh, chalk and cheese?
Chalk and cheese, nothing alike.
Oh, interesting. Well, all right, no, I'm not even going to ask. All right. Wait, Jessam says, follow-up question, does he like older women?
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's a yes, Jessam.
How old? No, we're not talking 60.
You're not allowed to ask a woman her age, Will.
Listen.
I think you might get away with it, though. I think you might.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think they might let you get away with that. She says old enough. What do you think you had a more tough time with in the game? Winning oh no. I'm sorry, I read the question wrong. Why do you think you had a tough time winning comps this season? Because you came off very fit and athletic. Were they just harder than you anticipated?
No, because I'm not that athletic, I'm not that fit, but I'm fit and athletic. I never get to play in the veto until I think it was week 7. All the physical competitions were physical competitions. I never got to play in one. All the other competitions that I played in were the HOH ones was mental that I played fairly good in besides a couple. One which I was still hammered drunk in. So listen, you go on the show, you try to study every day, and you try to remember all this. I done fairly good. Slippery slope, I fell out last. I was third last out. Feel the burn first night, third last at 100 pounds on Johnny Ampere's.
Okay, Will.
You would care. You put me in a 2-foot box.
Will, I have a follow-up question. Are you drunk right now?
No.
This is just Will. This is just Will, everybody. They don't understand it. I get it, Will. I'm the same.
I was did you watch live feeds? Right?
Yeah, obviously, Will.
Well, this is what you're getting.
All right. We love it, Will. We absolutely love it.
Right.
Oh, wait. Becca in the chat room, side note, is also saying, Will, older women can teach you things.
Oh, fucking right.
Okay, Becca, call Will. Okay, BB Little wants to know, how did you like the post-season parties? Like, we saw that you guys got to hang out as a cast post-season and do stuff together. How was that, getting to meet other people that have played the game before, hang out with your cast? What was it like post-season hanging out with everyone?
It was awesome, honestly. You got out of the house, you finally got back into the real world. You got to see other people that you weren't in the house with for however many days. Everyone was there. And it was just awesome. They're all awesome. All the alumni treated us all. We were the rookies, so...
All right, I love it. If Kayla had won the final HOH, you got this question a lot too. If Kayla had won the final HOH and cut Derek... would that have at all changed your mind to vote for her?
No.
So there was nothing Kayla could have done to get your vote?
No, because I told Kayla before, I said, if you vote me out, I said, you're losing my vote. I said, this is how you're going to get my respect. I said, if you vote me out, I don't have your respect. You're making a dumb move. So Paris had my vote.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, she said she felt like you were threatening her in that moment, and that's why she was voting you out.
Listen, if your ass is on the game at an instant eviction, you got to do what you got to do kind of thing.
You know what I want to know, Will? And maybe actually, I'm sure we can all just use our imagination. My favorite part, because I don't know that you should answer this, is when we were watching on the live feeds, we saw you guys all get called, and then Will didn't have any shoes on. And then on the live show, Will had shoes on, and I said, oh my God, there's a shoe fairy. Will's shoes just suddenly appeared. It was it was one of my favorite points, because it really is. I don't think people realize, like, when we say it's an instant eviction, it is an instant eviction. They call you guys down, and it happens, and it has to be shocking.
We were going about our business that day in the house, and Arisa just comes onto the screen out of nowhere. We had no idea kind of thing, so...
No, we saw it.
Exactly.
We were watching it live when it happened. Okay, let me go to Forward. Forward Flow says, what would Will's strategy be if he was invited back to All Stars? Well, Will said he doesn't want to share his strategy with us. He's keeping it a secret.
My strategy would be, I definitely win a couple more comps. I threw a couple comps early in the season too, right? So I wouldn't probably throw any comps this time around. Definitely early in the game, because it is good. It's strategy sometimes to throw comp. So many house guys from this season is after doing it, right?
I mean, yes, and
at times, like set points in the game and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, you saw the way it goes. Is beasting it out and winning competitions a good plan, or do you try and play a more social game and get a jury to like you more? I mean, it's definitely an argument to be made. What's the better way to play Big Brother? I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I would kiss everyone's ass so that they all liked me, because it only matters what the jury thinks.
At the end of the day, the jury decides the $100,000 vote.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. What did you think about Kayla yelling at all of you and calling you guys babies? It was good. The speeches were good. Her and Paris, they got everyone on the O. They got everyone into it. She said what she had to say, kind of thing, I guess. Were you surprised to see her throwing Derek under the bus so hard in her answers?
No, my God. That's Kayla. She's a sweetheart outside the game, but in the game, she's a player.
Yep, she's definitely a player. Let's go back for a second to what I'm sorry, I forgot who asked the question about hanging out postseason. Who were you most excited to meet out of the BB alumni? Was there anyone that you met that you were like, oh, I'm so excited to meet them?
John Party definitely is from all Big Life, Big Balls.
Big Balls?
Big Buzz.
Oh, okay, Big Buzz. Or Big Balls too. I'm sure he has Big Balls too, Will. I'm sorry.
You're going to have to ask him.
Will, I made it this far in the show. It's brilliant. I've understood everything you said so far.
You got the subtitles on or what?
I'm doing good. No, by the way, Maddie asked me if I needed her to guest into this show to translate. She wanted to be the Will translator for the show.
Maddie is translator.
I said I got this. I said I watched Will all season on the feeds. I got it down now. I understand it. I'm a Will expert now. Lana K wants to know, what has been the most surprising thing that you've learned about your season since you've been out of the house? Is there anything that you found out that you were like, God, I had no clue that was going on, or I had no clue that happened?
No, not really, because like I said, I'm after watching that much of the show already, and no, nothing that I can think of off the top of my head.
Nothing you... All right, let me think. What is...
Hey, you give me an idea.
Yeah, I'm going to give you an idea. Hold on. Well, one was that Hamza didn't have the POV. A lot of people found that shocking. Oh, Paris being a lawyer did that. Not a lawyer, but, going to law school.
She told me that in the show anyway, right?
She did. I can't think of anything. Chat room. Okay, chat room. You let me know if there's anything else. Okay. Very important question from Nicole. Who or what do you think Derek looks like? Like, Derek thinks that he looks like Justin Bieber. Other people think he looks like Beans. Have you given any thought to who Derek's celebrity lookalike could be, and or inanimate object or animal?
I'd say Derek's celebrity lookalike would be, when I was calling him all season, I was like, Derek, you fucking Leonardo DiCaprio looking fuck.
Really?
Leonardo.
Really? Honestly, I see Leonardo. Will, first of all, I see that much more for him than I do Zac Efron. Sorry, not Justin Bieber. He thinks he looks like Zac Efron. No, I'd say he's way more Leonardo DiCaprio than Zac Efron. Way more. We know... Oh, no, we got that. What was... You Don't Know 88 wants to know, what was your favorite comp that you got to play in?
My favorite comp. They were all fun to play, I guess. The mental ones, not the mental ones. I hated playing in them. But...
So you think
the Tomb Raider was definitely my favorite overall competition. I never got to play in that. But I'd say my favorite comp would probably be... Jeez, I can't... Feel the Burn, maybe?
Feel the Burn.
That was pretty cool.
Let's go with Feel the Burn. Destinies wants to know, as a New Zealander, I loved when you called Rosie New Zealand on the first night. Any plans to come to New Zealand in the future?
Mrs., I don't even know where New Zealand is. No, definitely. No, that is one thing since I got out of the show. I definitely plan on doing a bit more traveling, hopefully now. Whether it's a year or 2 years down the road, but if it makes it to New Zealand, I might be there for a beer with you someday.
Okay, I have to say, I'm offended. I am a huge geography buff, Will. I know where all the places are in the world.
I don't know where fuck all is.
I don't know either, and everyone makes fun of me. Did you know that there are 5 Finger Lakes, and there's like a little thing that you can do to memorize, or like know them? Like it's like Holmes or something. Wait, do you know the lakes?
Yes, I had something like that.
So,
we were living in the house at one point, I think.
Well, we're too busy to understand stuff like the Earth.
Yeah, we're not going at it.
Why not? We're fine. Albert's mom wants to know, did you regret taking the call from home over not winning that HOH, or is it something that you feel you needed to keep going?
Yes, it's going to sound bad. Actually, it's not, because Parker and everyone back home told me, they said, you shouldn't have took the phone call, so I don't feel bad for saying it. But I shouldn't have took it because Kayla made a deal with me, and then she put me up on the block. Hold on, I fixed my camera. And then she put me up on the fucking block, so if I had to know that, I would have stayed in it, because she made a deal with me, and I 100% would have won the competition, because I was sitting the best by far in that competition too. Except she said, we'll jump down, you're safe, blah, blah. And then she pushed me up on the block.
We wanted to see you get a lot more angry about that, Will.
I was pissed.
You needed to, like, be raging in that house. I was like, oh, Will is going to lose it. First of all,
that's bad. But I'm over it now, Kayla. I'm over it.
Well, I would hope so. But you had us all, Will. When you had that phone call from home and when people just heard, like, Parker be like, Daddy, oh my God, Will. There wasn't one person that wasn't crying when that whole thing happened.
I know. Because I didn't think I was going to get the phone call there and then it just came in. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, I'm back on TV. But it was nice, and even though I got to stay, I am glad I did take it at the end of the day, because I did stay past that week on the block.
Good. I mean, we watched it on the feeds. It was even more. Oh my God. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure you can watch like the whole entire thing instead of just the edited part. But it was like brutally emotional watching that play out on the feeds. Con for Peace wants to know, what was the worst thing for you about being in the house? What was the worst part of being in the house?
Slop. Even though I was only out for 8 days. No, the worst thing about being in the house would have to be being... I don't know, I love being in the house in general. I used to go crazy in there, obviously, but the worst thing about being in there, slop, something like that, I don't know.
Slop worse than the have-not room? Like, was slop worse than sleeping?
Listen. Hold on, the camera's gone right here again. I don't have to sleep in the have-not room, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh, that's right. You never did sleep in the have-not room, did you?
So that's another thing towards my game, like all the trolls out or whatever like that. Not once was I have not.
Okay, follow up from Susie A wants to know, how would you describe slop? Like, what did it taste like?
Fuck. Dog shit. No, it wasn't that bad, no. It was the worst thing ever. It was warm, it was hard to get down, it was thick, it was fucking slimy, everything was gross.
Well, I'm glad you clarified, because then I was going to have a follow-up of how do you know what dog shit tastes like?
I clarified it though, didn't I?
You did. Thank you, Will. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Oh my God. I have a story for you, Will, which I don't even know if anyone's told you this yet. So we have people that watch the show live in the audience on show nights, and Arissa and all of them in the audience will like ask questions to people. And one night Parker was there, and
I heard.
You heard, and his question was, "Can I see my daddy?" to Arissa.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I didn't even know they were up. Obviously, right?
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh, he's a little farmer.
Will, you raised a great child.
Oh, he is a little dandy.
He is going to be a heartbreak.
Just like his daughter.
Did you say he's going to be a little dandy? A little daddy? A what?
Little dandy.
Oh, that means something different in the States. Well, that's not a good... it is a good thing, actually.
What, dandy?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little dandy. Little charmer.
A little charmer. There we go. We like that one. He's the cutest. BB Little says, just please let Will know that he was the hottest house guest not only this season, but this year on all Big Brother shows.
Thank you, mother.
I'm going to follow up BB Little. He's going to need to know how old you are.
Yeah. No, doesn't even matter.
Oh, there we go. He's learning.
No, I was asking for my brother earlier. I wasn't asking for me.
Will.
Or you were asking for my brother, I should say.
Oh, that's true. They are. We're just the messengers, Will. We're just the messengers.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Be a Hoot wants to know, what drew you to Veronica so quickly? And do you think that you would have worked with her to the end of the game had she stayed in the game?
Can you repeat the first of that question?
What drew you to Veronica so quickly?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, she just, she came in. No one really had time for Veronica for the first couple of days, besides me, Shadow Fee. But no, she was just her personality. It was different, you know what I mean? It was funny. She didn't give a fuck kind of thing. I was like, and she was in the room with me. She was in the bed with me. I was just trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, and we just hit it off. And if she had to stay in the game, I probably wouldn't have worked with you, V, if you're watching, because I'm glad V, she's going to be correct if she's watching this, but she had to go. I couldn't even campaign for that much when it was her week to go home because she was putting a target on my back. People were seeing us as a duo, and I couldn't have that. And it was early in the game. She left on day 27, I think, so I couldn't have that target on my back.
Okay. Becca wants to know, was there something from your game that you regret, or do you not regret anything about your game?
No regrets. No, I definitely wouldn't have threw a couple of competitions in the first of the season like I did.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if I was to play my game again, I'd definitely play it like a little bit different. Like I said, I'd win a couple of comps right off the bat, then I played smooth, get in good with a good alliance again, people who's going to trust you, and yeah, just ride it out.
Would you want to be in an alliance again with all girls, or would you want to try and be in an alliance that had guys in it as well?
Honestly, you're in more than one alliance throughout the whole game. Mm-hmm. I was in more than one alliance throughout the whole game, so you're going to be in both the whole entire time.
You're going to be you would be in both. You wouldn't care.
Yeah, but okay. Everyone is at the end of the day, right? Like, you're aligning with someone here and there at one point in the game.
Okay. You actually got this question a lot. Where did you learn to cook? All of your meals look so amazing.
Honestly, well, I was just a pretty good cook, but when I went into the house, I tried to use it to my advantage a bit more so people would like me more too. If someone's cooking meals, obviously they're going to want to keep them in the house now, right?
Right.
And Rosie was kind of taking over the cooking the first week, even though she was on slop. But she left. No one else really fucking cooked, so I wasn't going to starve to that either.
I have to say, Will, you gave me a heart attack. I watched you cooking, and I literally watched you take raw chicken and, wipe it on the entire counter. I really feel like you made the kitchen. I don't know how you all didn't have salmonella poisoning. And I will say, to be fair, it wasn't just you. Everyone in that house. Everyone in that house would just take raw chicken and just fling it around that kitchen like it was no problem. I was like, I don't know how they all don't have food poisoning. You have magic Canadian chickens.
We were almost growing feathers in there. We ate a lot of chicken.
You guys did. You did eat a lot of chicken.
We love chicken.
You seemed over the house meetings, especially the one when Johnny was HOH. Were you worried about anything that might have been said in that meeting? So, when Johnny was HOH, we saw you go out. What were you thinking in that meeting? Go ahead.
I can't remember off the top of my head now, but whenever there's a house meeting, every single person in that house is nervous you're going to get called the fuck out. For God, people starts turning, people starts going crazy. Well, he said this, she said that, right?
So because we saw you leave to have a cigarette, and people were wondering, is this just strategic? Is he trying to help Johnny? Is he trying to hide something? Is he afraid something's going to come out? Or did he just want a cigarette?
Well, I just wanted a cigarette, but I wasn't going staying in there when everything was starting to blow up, when it was getting so heated at first. If I'm not there, no one's going to throw my name underneath the bus, so I was just trying to look out for myself at that point in the game. Then I came back after it was cooled down a bit, and then up she went again. But my name really never got slung around in there much.
What is your relationship like with Johnny? Or like, do you look back at your relationship with Johnny in the house now positively? Or do you feel that he contributed any way to the demise of your game?
No, me and Johnny had a good relationship. I think right from night one, me and him were the only two guys that was put in hell the very first night by Andrew. So right after bat, I had his back, he had my back, kind of thing like that. And we just played the whole game. We were aligned pretty much the whole game, and he was a great player to play with.
Okay. What did you think of Veronica? What did you think of Veronica and Marin's stories when they came into the house late? Were you on to them right away, or did you believe the lie?
No. When Veronica came in, she started telling the story. V, you're full of shit. Knew right off the bat.
Okay. Which of the guys in the house do you think you would be friends with in real life and are looking forward to getting to know more now outside of the game? So, are there any of the guys in the house that you are like excited to get to know now that the game's over?
Well, we're all close, honestly, at the end of the day. Like, I still keep in touch with every single one of them. But me and Hams are really close buddies. Me and Johnny, Marin, Derek, Andrew, Jesse, I chat them all.
I see Social Mari in chat says, how or are you still mad at Johnny for lying about not voting you out?
How am I still mad or how am I not?
All right. Which one do you want to answer? Are you mad, Will?
No, I'm honestly not mad now. I was mad at the time, obviously, but I'm over it, obviously. Jesus, I got to stay.
Do you feel like that fracture, like, did you have trouble trusting him in the game moving on from that point, or do you feel like you were able to move past that with him, sincerely?
A little bit. I had a little bit of trouble trusting him, and I think he realized that just before he went home into triple. But yeah, there was definitely a little bit of trust lost, but I was still on with him. He was still one of my closest allies in the game.
Okay, but have you talked, Convert Peace says, have you talked to Ryan since the game has ended? What's your relationship like now?
Shout out Big Red. No, I've been talking to him a little bit, not much. I'm going to give him a call the week if you're watching Big Red. But honestly, I guess everyone's been so busy since they got out, getting back into the real life, family, friends, and all this other stuff, right? So I'll definitely give him a call the week. Me and Red, tight.
Oh, okay. That I'm surprised. I like to hear that. Jerome C wants to know. A lot of people want to know about your postseason life. Will, he says, do you have any plans to visit Paris or Maddie now that you're out of the house?
Paris and Maddie are coming to Newfoundland. If you're watching, you better still be coming. But apparently, they're coming to Newfoundland in July, I think.
Okay.
And Veronica's coming.
Interest. I don't know
if Hamza and Kayla, they're coming down next month, I think.
Oh, everybody's coming.
Yeah.
Is it like
Newfoundland is the spot to be.
I want to come visit. You're kind of right by me-ish. I'm in New York. It's kind of there-ish. But I think Maddie said, did you know, a lot of people were asking, did you know that Maddie said she may or may not have had a crush on you early in the season?
Ooh, did she?
I believe so.
Well, I had a crush on Maddie too.
Oh, I want to see little Will and Maddie.
Spill the tea.
There you go. Were you surprised that Veronica lied about the hinky vote for Jesse? And how soon did you find out about it? Did you find out about it before the other house guests? So did Veronica come clean to you about the vote before she came clean to other people? And what did you think about her doing that?
Veronica never came clean to anyone.
Oh.
But she never came clean to me. But we all knew Veronica was the one who fucked up the vote.
I see Darcy in the chat room says, Will, I don't have a question, but I just want to let you know there's a spider behind you. There's no spiders behind you, Will. Have you seen any of those clips yet?
That's me moose there, though.
It is a Oh, there's Marsha.
Ah,
There's Marsha.
Marsha did that to me herself.
Did you see any of the clips of you with the spiders? Because they were hysterical, Will.
No, I'm not going watching that shit. I'm not going at that.
Oh, they're funny, Will. You have to watch them. They're pretty funny. The spiders were coming for you all season, Will.
They were huge.
In beds or bathrooms. And look, I'm not going to complain. I just tried to kill a spider a little while ago, and then it disappeared. At least you got to see your spider. I didn't. I don't know where it is. It's probably coming to attack me right now.
There's probably one right behind you.
There probably is, Will. Do you have any... well, this is interesting. You have a few questions about your cigarettes, Will. Did you have any idea how many you went through when you were in the house?
Enough.
I
can't remember how much, honestly, but I never went through a lot.
Did you run out? Becca says, did you run out while you were in the house?
No, I never ran out. I brought enough cigarettes with me.
Okay. Denise loves BB wants to know, has the snow melted in Newfoundland yet?
Yes, the snow's melted. That's good news.
The snow
news, we got like fucking this big windstorm. We had like over 100 knots of wind today. It's rain. I forget how much like rain we're after having. Like crazy.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Well, the winter come out.
I cannot believe, Will, I honestly can't believe that we only have like 5 minutes left on this show. So I want to try and give you some of your final questions quickly. Let me remind everybody super fast. Make sure you guys become a fan so that you're alerted every time we go live. We'll be live with Liza on Sunday, but we're live every single night of the week. If you guys fan us here, you get alerted. And the #1 fan, like I said, is winning a Skype call with Will, and so far that's you, Becca.
Well, have a beer.
Have a beer, Becca. Okay, so let me ask you some of these questions. What was the hardest part for you coming back into real life?
Jesus. Not waking up and seeing everyone else in the house, like... That was the hardest thing to adjust to, I think.
Not looking for your microphone?
Yeah, not looking for your microphone, not doing your daily routine like you're used to, right?
Right. Nicole...
Used to over 60 something.
Right. Nicole wants to know, you talked a lot about music in the house. Who's your favorite country music artist?
Boom, 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 boom. Probably Jason Aldean.
Okay. Who do you talk to the most now that the season is over?
Shout out Hamza.
Oh, really? It is Hamza you talk to the most?
Yeah, definitely, I'd say, yeah.
Amy wants to know, if you were voted in, like Marin and Veronica, what would your cover story have been?
My cover story would have been... Fuck. If we only have a few minutes left, I'm going to waste 2 minutes thinking about a good cover story. So, next.
Okay, next. Lindsay wants to, or just says, congratulations on Parker graduating kindergarten. How proud are you of him?
My dad, so proud. Thank you.
Lindsay, what do you think he's going to say? I'm not proud of my kid graduating kindergarten.
I wish he had to stay back another year.
I wish he had to do it again.
Yeah. No, I'm so proud though, honestly, and thanks for asking.
If Will was... Oh, this is from Sailor Scout wants to know, if Will was first to cast his vote instead of Maddie or Paris on triple eviction night, do you think you still would have voted to evict Allie? Because we saw on the show, like Maddie said, vote Allie out.
I'll give you a scenario.
Okay.
Maddie voted first. We can't go back in time. Maddie voted first. I don't know what I would have done. Right?
Well, but you don't know what you would have done, but if you
I probably would have voted to keep. I don't know.
I think you would have voted to keep Allie.
Probably.
I think you would have voted to keep Allie. Jessam wants to know, who is older, your brother or you or your twin brother? So which one was born first?
Edward, he is 10 minutes older than me.
All right, Jessam, there you go. She is also the one that wanted to know if you like the older women. So apparently she wanted to know if your older brother, how much older he was. How did your strategy change once you were in the house? Like, did you go into the house with some sort of a strategy and then change it and play by ear? Or did you kind of not have a strategy at all when you went in the house?
No, my strategy, like if you watched any of the preseason interviews and stuff like that, I said about playing a good social game, being from Newfoundland, just had that kind of personality, I guess you could say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was definitely going to go in and try to use that to my advantage. I tried to throw a couple camps early in the game. Johnny kept me safe first week, so I done what I had to do. Throughout the game, you kind of align with different peoples at points. You make certain deals sometimes. You do what you got to do to get to the next week to be safe.
All right, well, final question I want to take from our town, and he wants to know, is there anything that you learned about yourself coming out of this experience that you maybe didn't know about yourself before you started it?
Drum roll, please. No, but coming out, you definitely, just being on the show in general, getting picked to go on out of 16 people in all Canada, it was honestly huge. Coming out the house, being in there, going through this experiment with it, all them other people, just makes you grateful for everything and you appreciate. And if you want to do something, put your mind to it and give her a go.
I love it. All right, Will, I think you might know that you have a ton of your fans here watching you right now live. Yeah. You do, Will, and they love you. I want to kind of give you full screen to say whatever you want to say to all of your fans that are in here right now. You have hundreds of people watching you live. What do you want to say to everybody watching you live right now? Will, the floor is yours.
Honestly, guys, you guys are the best. I know there's a lot of controls out for this season. Hopefully there's none in here now, but who cares? We have no time for them. You guys are the best. Thanks for having my back throughout the whole season. Appreciate it. Hopefully I get back for an all-star season. Who knows? And you'll have to be going hard again. But honestly, thanks so much. Stay in touch. Follow me on my Instagram, WillKenny709.
Oh, yeah, well, Will, I'm coming on to ask you that right now. Okay, where do you want people to follow you on social media? So let's start with Twitter. There's @BBCanWill above you, but you don't really use Twitter.
No, because I don't have a fucking clue how to use Twitter. Not a clue.
Okay, so you're going to use Instagram. If they follow you on Instagram, you'll use it.
Instagram, yeah, WillKenny709, and everything is on that Snapchat and everything else you can follow it is on in the description.
Okay, perfect. And we'll put the links to all of Will's social media below this show as well, so you guys can follow along with that as well on the website. Will, thank you so much for taking time to come and talk to your fans.
Not a problem. Honestly, anytime. We can do it again.
We will do it again. Congratulations, Becca. You are the #1 fan, and everyone else, I will see you guys back here later tonight and every single day. But if you're just a Big Brother Canada fan, I'll see you on Sunday with Liza for her wrap-up of the entire season. And I hope you guys will come back for BB20. We are covering it all season long as well with daily shows, house guest shows, and maybe we'll even come back on and talk Big Brother 20 with us.
Who knows?
All right, everybody. We will see you guys all later. Bye, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.